Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be a PvZ featuring NightMare and Gu from GSL, Season 2 2024, and the group stages, the first group stage. So, bottom left of Oceanborn, it is the Red Zerg player, it is Gu, and in the top left, it is NightMare. Is our sound on? It is. There we go. We can hear stuff hatching. I thought I didn't hear that hatch, but I guess I did. All right. So it's going to be, again, a PvZ, my favorite matchup, closely ahead of ZVT. And it's going to be a gateway opening here. It's probably going to be a gateway expand here from NightMare. And yeah, so hatch blocking, forcing Gu to take the third base as his second base, which is A-OK. And everything's cool. I mean, nothing nuts here, right? Every PvZ, there's like an 80% chance this is going to happen. So Gu's not worried about it. He has an Overlord checking to make sure he's not being cannon rushed over here. Way to have that information. Like it quite a bit. On the other side of things, nothing nuts here from NightMare, man. Just saving up that cash, going for that expansion. And man, did I cast an incredible game between Solar and Creator as part of Africa World 112 just a couple of days ago now. It was amazing. I'll put a link to it in the description here. Only 2 drones and gas. I cast it with Laughin' Games, my casting partner for Africa Worlds. And man, it was an incredibly epic game. So, go check it out, man. That's all I'm going to say about it. Cybernetics core, we've got an assimilator, we've got a second pylon somewhere right there. Okay, very nice. There are no Reapers in this game, so you don't have to block the Reaper hop-up spot on this map. And there we go. So 2 queens. How many lings? Let's say 4 to 6. And a third base here in about 20 or 30 seconds, unless it's a 2-base opening here. From Gu. Yeah, so 4 lings on the way. Stargate opening here from NightMare. Boom. Probe says, I'd really like to know the timing on this third base. So if you wouldn't mind sending a drone down to check it out. There we go. So now the probe sees the drone coming in and the probe gets chased away. This could, I mean, it'd be a fun little mind game for Gu to be like, haha, we're going to 2-base ya. Not going to throw that third base down, but you're going to assume it is. This is what this Adept is for, right? The Adept is like, let's just make sure that actually got tossed down. Okay, it did. Great. Let's march into the main base, see if we get a fast lair timing. Is there a Roach Warren or something? What are we doing here? Let me try to high ground harass these drones a little bit. Wasting an attack on a queen. I don't know. Maybe could have gotten a drone there, maybe not. But either way, got the scout in, saw no quick lair. Saw that the gas was only saturated by 1 drone and said, okay, so this is definitely macro stuff from Gu. I'm okay. I don't have to worry about seeing a giant Ling Flood or a Baneling Bust or something crazy like that off of 2 bases, and that's going to make me feel good about, you know, my opening. So we have an Oracle on the way as the first unit building out of the Stargate. This Oracle's name is El Guapo. So again, if you want me to read your Oracle name, feel free to submit it in the comments of any of my videos. Be happy to do that for you. You can have a backstory. You don't have to, though, because this one doesn't have a backstory. It's just El Guapo, which is nice. El Guapo, I want to say that was a character's name in, like, the 3 Amigos with Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, and Martin Short. Really great movie. Really funny stuff. Third base coming in from NightMare, adequately defended with a couple Adepts and an Oracle if necessary if a bunch of Lings show up. This can handle it, unless it's like a hajillion Lings, which is kind of hard to have at this stage of the game, on 3 bases at 4 minutes, especially, you know, if you're making queens to try to deal with El Guapo here. 2 Oracles out, 3rd Oracle on the way. If you get past 3, now you're playing hero-style PvZ. Gu is hitting his injects. He is droning his face off. He's at 44 drones here at 4.5 minutes. Lair timing has got to be pretty soon here. And one of the tumors gets sniped, but there are still 2 here, which is good. I mean, having 1 creep tumor this direction, another one this way is exactly what a Zerg player wants to see. Creep spread is something I pride myself on in the games that I play. If you want to see me play live StarCraft, I do it every Friday, sometimes Saturday, here on the channel, live streaming. You might have noticed the live streams popping up every once in a while. Not many people watch them, but that's okay. I'm not the greatest player. It's not like you're here to watch, you know, GM level Zerg from Falcon, because that's not what I am. Not even close. I mostly play it for fun and, you know, just figure out different maps and stuff and have a good time with it. It's a video game, yeah? These adepts do not want to finish that shade, I can tell you that much. And they don't, but they do. Ah, see, getting the tumor this direction sniped. This one's still alive. 2 more tumors going to go down to replace these ones. Revelation gets tossed down. 3 oracles. Yeah, enough to keep those adepts alive. And another, almost tumor snipe. The tumor sniping here has been pretty good out of NightMare. I like it quite a bit. We gonna shade on in? No. Okay, fair enough. Creep spreading. And 4th base. Neat. So what's NightMare up to on the other side? Getting blink, getting +1 attack. Throwing up a bunch more gateways here. So it's going to be blink stalkers. It is only the 3 oracles, so it's not going to be some kind of a hero style gateway, you know, mass gateway oracle type deal to try to get rid of the Zerg player. Lings pop into the 3rd base. They're like, not quite enough of us there. They do go for the surround on the adepts, though. The oracles have to get out, and wow. Okay, so 5 adepts go down. 1 of them survived that onslaught. That's huge. That was actually really big. That jump on by DRG was very nice, and NightMare just kind of trapped. Robotics Bay coming in for him. The Queen's obviously helping that happen, because if there weren't Queens there, the oracles would have burned all the Lings down. War Prism. Man, War Prisms are so good against Zerg, especially when there's not a Spire. There are no Corruptors, no Mulisks flying around. It's really, really tough to deal with it. Okay, good Overlord snipe there. Ling Roach in the house. A lot of Roaches. Roaches do bonus, or rather, Stalkers do bonus to Roaches because they do bonus versus armored units. But with the Lings here too, dude, that War Prism getting sniped. What did I say about killing War Prisms? No! NightMare does not unsiege it. He's too worried about getting, that flank attack. Oracle's trying to burn these Roaches down. They're pretty good at it, but not as good as they are at killing Ravagers. Oh my gosh. Shield battery overcharge is up, but it gets depowered. Good snipe on that pylon powering the shield battery. This is incredible stuff here. There are probes going down. A couple of them have died. Some Lings roll on into the natural base, but Colossus clear those guys out. Dude, more probes are dying. This is so disastrous for NightMare. All of a sudden here, 14 probes die. The 3rd base lives, or does it? I don't know. These Roaches are probably not getting that Colossus. There's good micro happening here from NightMare, and he does shove DRG back here. He's making more Roaches, getting +2 melee attack for the, I don't know, Lings he has. 18 Lings he has. Not getting missile attacks for the Roaches? Okay, fine, I guess. You don't have to. And then just kind of droning up. Another group of Lings going to swing up here, take a sneaky path up, but we left 2 Colossus at home, and so there really should not be anything these Lings can do. Watch this. And what? And they thought about trying to kill that Colossus. If there was 1 Colossus, they might have been able to do it. Stalkers again poking into the creep, having a bad time with it, though, as they do. Hive is on the way. Nice creep tumor sniping there. That was actually really, really good. I mean, a lot of that was a lot of Roaches were turning into Ravagers. Couldn't really stop that from happening, unfortunately. Creep spread happening. Disruptors on the way. Often known as a comeback unit when you're in a lot of trouble. Say, for example, you're going against a 5-basing Zerg, and you're on 3 bases, and you just lost a lot of probes, and you're down 79 to 64 workers against a Zerg player who is on more bases than you, and Disruptor shots can kind of help you even that out. Yeah, Oracles try to swing in here. Revelation gets tossed down. Queens shove those dudes away. And yeah, we're just looking at Dongregyu being in a really, really good position. The creep spread is pretty good considering how aggressive NightMare has been. And, oh, big Ling Roach Ravager swell. These guys all worried about getting Ling Roached on this side. This group going for it, man. Oh, Blink Stalkers. Blink is great. Blink is great. The ability, the escapability there, man. Getting surrounded by Lings is like a death sentence for Stalkers, but Blink allows you to avoid that death sentence very nicely. Adrenal's on the way from Dongregyu. That's going to be a huge, huge, massive upgrade for him. And Vipers. It's always a good sign for Zerg fans when Vipers come out, right? You can win games without Vipers, but man, their Abduct ability, their Blinding Cloud ability, Parasitic Bomb's useful in a lot of situations. It's just if you don't have Vipers, the longer the game goes on, the worse it is for you, I'd argue. All right, man. Disruptor sending the Nova down. Ling's jumping on top of... Yeah, nice Nova hit. They're trying to get the Stalkers and the Disruptors here. Disruptor... I don't know. Colossus staying alive. Generally nice. No! War Prism goes down. Corrosive Bile wipes it out. Colossus die. But reinforcing units come in here from NightMare and actually kind of clean this up. But losing the second War Prism, losing both Colossus, losing all of his Disruptors. My goodness gracious. And Hatch down. Hatch down. All right. This is NightMare fighting back. The problem is he's down 177 to 126 supply. Army value is about 30 plus more now for Dongregyu. Roaches, Ravagers are not quite at the point of the game where I feel like Roaches and Ravagers are losing their viability. The problem with, again, Mass Stalker dealing with it is that Vipers aren't very good here, right? You can't Parasitic Bomb them. Blinding Cloud, they just kind of dodge out of it, no problem. You don't really want to abduct a single Stalker. There's no real use in doing that. Okay, +2 melee attack on the way. Force Fields abducting another War Prism. She might escape, though. No! The Queens take her down. They don't even have attack upgrades. Oh my gosh. Force Field's kind of keeping NightMare from pursuing here, which is hilarious. It goes both ways. Oh. Army value 111 to 72. NightMare's trying to make this thing happen with a bunch of Stalkers and a Dream. I'm really amazed at how these Roaches do not have attack upgrades yet. Nor are they being researched. Dongregyu feels like he's got this. Oracles are trying to bruise up these Roaches as much as they can. But NightMare never got a fourth base. And I just feel like he can't stand in here for too long. He's got better upgrades than these Roaches do, but it doesn't matter. The Lings have +2 in Adrenal. They're chomping away here at these Stalkers for sure. Banelings don't do amazing against Stalkers, but better than other things like Archons and Immortals, that's for sure. So getting in there is pretty good. Production tab is it's telling the story here, man. It is 20 Lings and 8 Roaches. Shield Battery Overcharge is out. It runs out there. Oracles, my gosh, they've been doing some work here today. 18 kills on that one, 12 on that one, 14 on that one. But if NightMare can't get a fourth base, I just don't know what he's gonna do, you know? Yeah, I mean, 77 to 64 workers. Income is looking in favor of Dongregyu like crazy. And this is nuts. I don't know what NightMare's trying to do. I really don't. He's trying to win this thing without any splash damage. None. Oracles are a lot of damage. Stalkers are great. Look at this wraparound of Lings on the backside, though. That's so disgusting. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. A lot of these Roaches are injured, but they don't care. I mean, you know what? Prioritizing melee attacks and Adrenal against a largely Stalker composition is the smart thing to do. It's just, it's so many Roaches without any missile attacks. It's kind of freaking me out. But you know what? Dongregyu is showing us you don't have to get missile attack upgrades if you're going Roachling Bane. I guess melee attack may be the better way to go. Yeah, NightMare's trying to drag this thing out as much as possible, but no! Dong Regu gets the win in 14 minutes. Absolutely great win from Dong Regu. Wow. I mean, that was a ton of fun. My gosh, that was an absolutely great game from Dong Regu. NightMare. He just eventually, what did he lose? He lost 3 Disruptors and 2 Colossus today, and was like, meh. Nope, those aren't good enough here. Not going to go for that anymore. And it's like, okay, but maybe you do want some of them. You'll notice that Dong Regu just kind of stopped making Vipers too. He had 2 of them. And once the Colossus and the Disruptors were gone, he's like, I don't need to make Vipers anymore. So he didn't. 400 Lings died. 69 Roaches died. There were 28. So like he made like 100 Roaches and did not give them a missile attack upgrade today. Not a single one. I guess if you make 500 Lings though, let's see, 500 plus 50. So like, yeah. 500 and that's 500 total. Yeah, giving them plus 2 melee attack and adrenal glands is going to be 2 thumbs up, right? That's what you want to be doing. But anyway, 32 probes died, only 1 drone died. That's a metric you really want to pay attention to, and that's going to mean something like this, right? Where it's 77 to 49 workers. The economy of the Protoss is just getting absolutely massacred, and that is a win. So, GG. I mean, that was that was one heck of a ZVP from Dong Regu. NightMare kind of lost the thread of splash damage, and that's it. So, GG. That was fun. That was a really, really fun game for Zerg fans. Protoss fans are not having a great time with it, but hey, you know what? Can't win them all. I think that's how we express this. So. All right, GG. That's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.